Good evening, everyone. I've got some people asking some extra good questions on the project for Unit 4. So in task 1, you are going to use one of the sampling techniques that we used in lesson 4.4, and you're going to tell me what it is, and you're going to choose 25 of the salaries from the salary data set under Unit 4 project. And then you are going to find the mean, standard deviation, mode. And then in part 4, you're going to find the range, the standard deviation, and the coefficient of variation. But I wanted to show you that in Excel, these things are a little bit easier. So if you want to find the mean in Excel, I typed what I was going to find here in both of those. And then in the cell next to it is where I'm actually going to find the mean. And then if I go up to this blank space up here, anytime you want to do a math calculation, if you type the equal sign and then tell it what you want to calculate, I'm going to calculate the average. So I'm going to spell average and then a left parenthesis. And then you can either tell it the cells that you want to include with commas in between, or I can grab with my mouse and drag it down. And then you can see where it's putting those cells right here in my directions up here. And then I'm going to close it with the right parenthesis and hit enter. And it gives me the average of these values. Then for my standard deviation, I can do the same thing. I can say equals, and they're basically the same coding that we use in Desmos, STDEV for sample. And if you add a P, it's for population. And I don't care if you use the sample or the population for the project because, well, for part 1, you have to do the sample one. For part 2, you're going to do the population. But when you're doing task 3, where you choose your own data set of the 4 that I gave you, the milk, the bread, gas milk, what is it? Gas milk, eggs, and hamburger. On that one, you can choose whichever standard deviation that you want. And then you're going to, again, grab the cells and use a closing parentheses and hit, whoops, I did that incorrect here. Let me reset that. I have to go here, and then I'm going to go up here, and then I'm going to grab my, whoops. STDEV, parenthesis, and I'm going to grab my, why is it not doing it? What did I do here? Okay, I did it. I had a space, so it didn't know. And then I'm going to grab my cells, parentheses, and enter, and it gives me the standard deviation. And then you could do the mid-range here. If you wanted to do the median, you can do that as well. So that's going to go over here, and you're going to say equals median. I'm fairly sure it does that as well for you. Yep. So you're going to grab these and then do parentheses, and it will give you the median. You can do the mid-range. The mid-range, you're going to actually have to do a calculation. So you're going to equal, and then I think you can do parentheses max, parentheses, and then you can grab and tell it to choose the max between there, and then you're going to add, right? You're going to add the min, so you can say min, so it takes the minimum, and then you're going to grab the cells, parentheses, parentheses, and you want it to add the max and the min and divide by 2, and it will calculate that for you as well. You can do the range, and then that's going to be an equal sign, and then you're going to say the max, parentheses, and grab your cells, parentheses, subtracting the min, parentheses, and grab your cells again, and close it and enter. So you can tell Excel how to do all of these things. If you want some help, just let me know. And any other questions for my live students?
I don't have any.